So to refurbish this lock system using the components from the Refurb kit, we'll begin with the central gearbox. This is a Kenrick Excalibur range multi-point lock, and it features a latch and hook bolt in the centre case. It's a double spindle Nightlatch design, and it's an upwards hook in the centre case with 2 hooks and 2 anti-lift bolts. This particular model's got 2 rollers as well, but this kit can be used for any of the 2 hook versions of the Kenrick Excalibur. The top and bottom lock points, hook and anti-lift bolts, work in opposing directions. So the drive rods on the back work in opposite directions, which we'll see when we remove the centre case. The centre cases are fixed with 3 T20 torque screws. They're the non-security type, so they do not have the pin in the middle. We'll begin by removing all 3 of the T20 torque screws. The centre ones are a bit tight for some reason on these. They're a shorter bolt and they're not Loctited or micro-encapsulated, but they are in very tight. So with these removed, we can lift our faceplate clear and remove our centre case. We'll then move on to our bottom hook and anti-lift pin case. This is secured with T20 torque screws also. All of the screws on this mechanism are the same length, with the exception of that one centre screw on the gearbox, which is shorter. So keep that shorter screw separate. With the 2 removed from here, we can take the hook and anti-lift bolt case off the bottom and move on to the top. All of our drive rods so far have been captive, but this one you will need to keep hold of as we remove the 2 torque screws from the top hook case. So this drive rod will then become loose. This is not captive, so keep note of its position and remove your top hook case, and we can keep our faceplate to one side and get our components from our Refurb kit ready to reassemble our lock. So our kit in this case contains our centre case, which is a latch and upwards hook type double spindle Nightlatch on 92/62 centres, and our top hook and anti-lift bolt case and our bottom hook and anti-lift bolt case, which work in opposite directions to one another. And we can begin our refurbishment process using the screws, all of which are the same length, with the exception of one, which is shorter, that we must keep to one side for our central fixing of our gearbox. So with this lock, to begin our reassembly process, we'll start with our gearbox laying on its side with the latch and hook bolt facing you, and we'll need our faceplate and this loose piece of the top section of the connecting rod. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn the faceplate on its side so that the drive rod is at the back, and you'll see it's got this T-shaped section. And we're going to offer that up to the gearbox, and the notches in the T-shaped section are going to sit over these 2 pegs. So latch through the latch aperture, and then line those notches up with those pegs, and just manipulate that until it sits flush. Once you've got to that stage and it's sitting flush and that bottom rod is connected, we're going to clamp that in place with one of our longer screws. All but one of them are these longer type T20 torque screws. So we'll get our first gearbox fixing in and hold that rod in position. We then need to introduce our top connecting rod. Again, this is a T-section, and that's going to fit over these two lugs here and here. So the notches are going to sit over those pegs. This is the fiddliest bit of the reassembly, so don't worry. And once that's in place and in position, push our faceplate on over the top, the second of our longer screws, and we can now clamp that in place and turn the gearbox in its normal position, laying on its back, latch and hook bolt facing up, and take our one short length screw and get it in our central fixing place. We can now move on to our top hook and anti-lift bolt case. So again, on its back, same situation as before, we have these T-shaped cutouts. This notch and this notch over these pegs. This notch and this notch over these pegs. You can see that our anti-lift bolt has moved, has dropped, so we need to get that into position so that goes into the aperture. And when we're ready, lift that into place. First thing to aim for is that anti-lift bolt, so it's through the hole. And then manipulate our rod, which is fairly blind with this, especially if you're holding the multi-point end on, as we are here. On. That's in. That one's not on yet. So that's on. Once they're all in position, clamp them down. Any of the screws left now, they're all the same. And repeat the process with your bottom hook and anti-lift bolt case. Remember that these are opposites, so we'll now have our anti-lift bolt at the bottom. Pushing that one on. Up in there, and then position that one. Exactly the same lug arrangement as the other case. And have refurbished our Kenrick Excalibur with the components from our refurb kit.